course, I am kidding. He will be back, but not for right now. So we're on train. I haven't even seen Mousesports play since they grabbed Sunny and Sticko, so I'm curious to see what they bring to the table. Obviously, Gambit, a great train team. Won it twice at the major to win it all against Astralis and Immortals, but some changes in their own right. Adren has to call and Fitch is a new player, but Mousesports is looking to pour into this outer bomb site as quickly as possible, and they have made some headway. Though it is an equal exchange, and this ladder flank could come in if Rops isn't careful. Actually, Dozia thinks better of it, and will decide to flank through T Connector. In the meantime, Chris J has put the odds in the favor of Mouse. 3-on-2 post plant now. Adrenaline Z, Dozia still trying to make this flank work at T-Con. Rops is focused on the ladder room, and so there's a chance that Dozia might be able to catch this player off guard, Chris J, but Chris J drops into the sandwich, and Dozia will not be able to have an impact. Ivy with the Galil, he's done a lot of damage to Adren and finishes the job. Mo, though, stepping up with the CZ. He's found a couple of kills, including the bomb carrier. He gets it down in T-Connector. He's low on HP. That nade just might finish him off, and it does. So Sunny will be able to perhaps claim this bomb back, but Fitch is still lingering around the ladder room here, and he's actually kept him up a man and put a Galil in his hands, and remember, he has that head armor. So he certainly could be quite the nuisance. He will get smoked, but he actually peeks before it blooms and gets vision on Sunny, gets the kill, and even comes out the smoke. He could make a huge move left here to put guns together. Mo finding Chris J up top here, so it's a 5-on-3, and Mousesports are starting to crumble here a little bit at Vince as he just joins us.
Dozia just on the coils, ready to strike with one headshot, looking for a second down. However, it's just Dozia that's on the side where Mo is watching from connector. Now they're going to start to push in. It is going to be the AWP that rains out, and Rops falls to the floor. Sticko, this is a time to maybe step up tall, and he wasn't too far off the spray on Hobbit. Adren, though, he knows something's up. He's trying to find a pixel to work off, and tell you what, he wasn't far from being banged out by Oscar there, but instead decides to push through, Fortune favoring the Brave for a couple of moments before he's dispatched. And Mousesports do have the advantage still. They've retained the player advantage from the opening pick.
This could be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, the change of pace may catch Gambit napping a little bit. Dozia going to come out second best in that trade, although he did do a chunk of damage to Chris J. It's going to be Fitch who's coming around from the backside, playing the flank from Pop Dog. He's got Oscar down. There's going to be a free kill. Rops also peeking him. At least Rops is going to get the kill in return. There's going to be a couple of words in exchange between the two, I'm sure. 2-on-2 now falls upon us as Mo goes on to Chris J. Throwing up that nade is going to do a bit of chunk damage, and so he comes out into the open, and he gets clean. And so he's going to have to go for that peek, and he gets taken down. There's a kit in the hands of Gambit.
What they've done before. So I think that really adds a lot, but here we do see Mousesports again trying to pick up the pace out of it. It's so hard with all that utility in their face, but Sunny is breaking through.
Yeah, they only have one flash to play with now, though. The utility is dried up. The well is no longer giving Mousesports a chance. Sunny's dead next. It's going to be down to Oscar, you have to feel. He got a nice pick to start things off. He's only got 5 kills, but well, it feels like they've all been very impactful, and there's another one. This time it's Dozia that falls down. Adren out in the open, and Oscar capitalizes for his third.
They haven't recovered.
Well, Rops couldn't have made additions to Mousesports. Let's see if they've got some kind of cohesion between the two. Hobbit's looking back up towards where they just came from. But here comes the smoke, here come the flashes, and here comes the push. Oscar on top of the train. He's going to deliver the first headshot onto Hobbit. He's getting chased down by Fitch. He's going right up close and personal with that Glock. This is something we'll see him do a lot in the future rounds as well on the entry. The bomb still hasn't been planted, but it will be momentarily. Rops is going to consider himself in this round with a headshot. And although Rops and Sticko are fairly low, they do have the player advantage. Not for too much longer, though. Mo's going to go in with 2, and he could be hungry on the prowl for another one. Sunny's just up on the train. He's going to be on the
round. Quick flank comes in, but Adren catches it right away and farms some cash.
Yeah, with that bomb planted, it's difficult to foresee a way that Mousesports get back into this round. They got 2 scouts, not really the weapon that springs to mind when you think of retaking a site, but making it work for the time being. Maybe Gambit's best choice here is to just stay in. They've got the MAC-10, they've got the AK. If it comes to long-range confrontations, though, they're going to get popped, and Rops is going to land himself ahead. 5,700, they could have afforded an AWP. Meanwhile, Rops going to see action on B. Only good enough for a 1-for-1 trade for the time being. Adren He's definitely putting some question marks into Mousesports' mind now, though, as he just bursts out and gets an entry of his own elsewhere. 50 damage, definitely worth. Flashbang is pixel perfect, and Fitch right out. You can sense blood. Beautiful shot by Chris J with the scout. But it's only going to yield him one, and that's not good enough. Especially considering that Mousesports have already had 3 players drop now. Make it 4. And now all ROPs, and it's not going to happen. Gambit, clear cut.